Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to this week's latest episode of Walking 90. I was about to say the USL show, but we're just following League One. That's all we do here. I'm your host, as always, Yogi McBar. Joining me is this guy over here that went to go get sushi and might have a divorce over it. I don't know yet. It's Chip. How are you doing, my good man?
We'll see when my wife gets home at 8.
We'll figure out whether or not the screen goes black or not. Beside him,
if it goes black, call the cops.
Right. This is how we're starting. All right.
This is where we're going. We're already on the deep end. Joining beside him is the queen of vibes, the person who got a feature by American Outlaws for not gatekeeping, but opening the gates of kindness of her heart.
I fucking hate you.
It's Eb. How you doing, Eb?
I'm great, yo. I'm just over here chilling.
That's
Trying
what's
to
up.
live
I'm glad
life.
to hear that. Also joining us is the king that's probably going to run for 2023 Flock King of the Year.
No.
It's Mr. Kyle Carr. How are you doing, sir?
See, this is what happens when I say talk me out of doing this at the end of the year.
That doesn't happen. I will
Yeah,
talk
I know.
about every bad decision possible.
Yes.
It's not a bad decision. I just don't have time, and I'm learning that slowly but surely. But I'm good otherwise.
So
Kyle,
yeah,
just go
3
ahead
more
and have the third
years.
kid. Shoot for a girl.
No. No more kids.
And shoot for a girl. Have a third. Be a girl dad. Be like Kobe. There you go. Also, last but not least, is our special guest joining us on the show. It is the motivation, the heart, the soul of everything that was cool and unique about USL League One. And he's also the plug and connection on maple syrup. Is Mr. Connor Tobin. How are you doing, sir?
Not too bad. I got the hookup on syrup now. So
Yeah, I can tell. Are you putting syrup on everything? Like, what's the line and limit of what you're putting syrup on?
I mean, me going there was contingent on a lifetime supply of maple syrup. So
Yo. What
Wait,
else
you
you
dead
need?
serious?
we're talking my language.
Say, you could probably get away with putting in stuff like rice or.
No, you can't.
There's no line. It goes
Hey,
in the-
no. Forget that. You really got a lifetime supply of maple syrup? Like, this serious?
I can show you the conversation I had with Matt Wolf about my involvement.
Bro. I will make pancakes for the rest of my life.
Gonna have to switch it up. Pancakes 1 week, waffles the next,
You know,
crepes the
one of the guys
next.
that's one of the founders from down near Castleton. He's got his own sugar shack.
Oh, it's over. And so it's his own sugar shack, so you
I'm not messing
know
around.
it's fresh and it is good. Bro, that is
This
the
is a,
finesse
this
of
is
a
a
lifetime.
career move. I'm gonna put myself first here.
I was gonna say we got to be careful. We've already kind of shoehorned ourselves as a breakfast podcast. If we do it any further, we might as well call it just like the full English with some soccer talk.
Look,
Whoa.
we can do
I
that.
choose the wrong
Y'all can
career.
keep your nasty black pudding, bubble pudding, blah,
Whoa. The black pudding's fine. It's
Black
just-
pudding's great.
Yeah.
Chill out. Chill
Wait,
out.
what? Excuse me. Time
Chill
out.
out.
What? Black pudding. Why are we
Yeah,
eating
it's-
what?
It's blood pudding.
Blood pudding, whatever. It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's
No,
great.
it's fine. It's
I
perfectly
don't know what
fine.
the that is. I don't know what blood pudding is. I don't want to know. But let's go ahead and get this off started. We got Mr. Turbo on here because we are going to interview him about his career, how's everything going, how things are going to look and go with Vermont Green FC, the team that he is a general mountain man. I don't know what that is, but if it comes with a lifetime supply of maple syrup, it's probably the best job in America.
Hey, I mean, whatever you think it is, it is.
You know what? I like that answer.
See, now I'm got drug connections in my head. See, that's the
Third eye, you gotta remember it.
right. Man, I'm there pushing syrup.
Hey, that's a hot commodity. You shut down the Quebec storage supply. You monopolize the market. You get this thing going.
Look, see you. We working out deals over here.
Yeah,
We just
sir.
this is the podcast.
Now I
for
need a
us.
shipment. I just need a shipment.
Syrup is the new avocados.
More money in it.
All right, but leading us in this interview is Mr. Kyle Carr himself. So, Kyle, I'm going to pass it along to you so you can lead the show, my good man.
All right. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you jumping on Turbo. I guess the first question I was going to ask is, Obviously, you've been a fan favorite everywhere you've been. It's probably not going to, it's going to be the same way, I'm sure, in Vermont. But what has been the key to that? Like, what are some of the things that you try to do to make sure you keep those connections going with the fans? Because obviously, as you saw in 2019, when, North Carolina fans came down for the Henny Derby, and when they came up this year, it's kind of to see you. So like, what is it that you're doing to try and make sure that, you have that good connection with the fans wherever you go?
Good question. I mean, I honestly think it's because I don't try. Like if you maybe this is too philosophical of an answer. If you're trying to do it, you're not going to do it authentically. I do it, and I think my interaction with fans, because it's like, honestly, I just love the sport, and I felt fortunate at every kind of club I've been at to have a job playing, and I realized the foundation of having a job playing is the fans. So I've always felt a connection to that in some ways, like, I'm privileged to do this thing, but it's because of these people that support it. And like, I've always wanted to get to know those people and understand them and try to be reflection on them, because they're ultimately the people paying the money so that I have a job.
I could go with that. Yeah. I was going to say, it's kind of funny because it's like when you were first announced as a signing for Ford Madison, it was kind of like everyone was just like, you did a great job. Everyone, like, this is a good one. And it was like evident from day one. I was like, okay, I see it. So it's always been something that's impressed me. And then obviously with Vermont, is that obviously you're not going to try, but is it going to be kind of the same thing, especially with this role as the mountain man for the Vermont FC?
I think with all these things, like, I just approach it, try to be myself, and hopefully people connect with that and feel like I appreciate what they do and am genuine about wanting to get to know the people involved. And I think there's a piece for the community building around these clubs. I think sometimes there's a disconnect in clubs and in some of the clubs I've been at, where it very much feels forced, like they're trying to do this. And it's something that they have to put effort into instead of just being themselves and being authentic about it. And I think when you're yourself, people tend to, whether it's consciously or subconsciously, they realize it. And so I'm not going into Vermont. I haven't gone into any other place thinking that I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that to try to do this. No, I go into it saying, I'm going to be myself. I'm going to have fun with this. I'm going to find interactions I enjoy and have fun with it.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And this is a question that Yogi and I wondered, because when we talked to Nate over at Richmond, it was something. What was your first thought when you heard of the Henny Derby, and what has your thoughts been with it? Obviously, being involved for the past couple of years.
No, I mean, when I first heard of it, I was like, this is cool. I think it's something that the fans care about. If the fans care about it, we should care about it, and we should support that. I think anytime where people want to put more into these ecosystems, particularly around clubs and relationships between supporters, it's awesome. And from my perspective, I found out, I was like, yeah, what can I do to help encourage this? But that would go for anything that people do. It's encouraging people to put passion into the communities around these football clubs, make this whole thing better. I'm all about it.
All right, Yogi, I know you had a question that you were dying to ask. So,
thank you. I was just waiting on my time. We gotta get the formalities out the way and whatnot. So your guy over here, huh?
When have we been formal?
When we got DM'd about being formal, we got to clean up the show a little bit.
Papa Jake Edwards doesn't like all the cursing.
Yeah, exactly.
Oops.
We got to put this on our tax return, sir. I'm not the one with 3 kids on the way.
Focus.
Yeah, didn't you get your 1099, Kyle? I sent that over to you last week.
I saw my taxes.
You are 3 kids away from a basketball team.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Turbo.
Can I kick him out?
Turbo, let me ask you this question, my man. So last year, I had the running joke. Now I was like, there is no way Turbo can hang with like Jonathan Bolaños, Emiliano Terzaghi, and whatnot. Because I was just like, he's not quick enough. I was proven wrong. What would you say is the one asset of your game that most people read wrong automatically?
Yeah, I think a lot of people question my athleticism, and I would argue that I'm more athletic than what people give me credit for. And I think that goes in terms of how I try to play. Like I've always thought if you could solve situations with your mind and your positioning, and you put yourself in a position where you don't have to get in foot races, well, it's a lot more efficient than to actually just have to sprint down and chase people. I know that necessarily doesn't pop off video for a lot of people, particularly people that haven't experienced the game at a high level, because I think a lot of times that doesn't show up when you're watching the game. But I think that's one element, and just to kind of highlight it, I go back to high school. Not to be egotistical, but I was part of a state championship 4x4 team. So people question offense speed, and let them question it. How many times did I get beat for space?
That I don't know. But I would have. You said you was on the 4x4 team?
Yeah, we were 400ths of a second because our fourth leg was ready to Colorado State record.
So I gotta ask: were you the anchor, or were you what leg were you?
Second leg, but I mean, in high school, I was splitting high 47s, low 48s.
Oh damn!
There you go, man.
Oh shit! Wow,
I'm not doing that. I've never done that.
I let people talk.
Well, I take back every negative comment I said then.
Yeah, you should.
Look, Phil Jackson.
I was right.
Turbo, I got a question for you. So we talked about being a fan favorite. You already said that you weren't going into Vermont with any type of plan. You're just going to go be yourself. Kind of to build off of that, how important was it for you to maintain those relationships that you made on and off the field just by being yourself in these communities?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're going to invest yourself with people and you're going to do it from a place of really trying to enhance their lives, you have to be authentic about it. But that also means there's an element that when you go do it, I come into that relationship with any person that's a supporter, I'm trying to approach it from no, this is not just because you're a supporter. This is because I care about you as a person, and that extends whether I'm at the club or not at the club. And you have to think about it. And community building, community building is simple in my mind. It's, hey, do I care about this other person? If so, how am I going to invest my time and energy to, raise that person up?
I love
On the subject of raising oneself up, I've got a self-improvement question for you, Connor. So if you ask any of the Omaha fans, they'll tell you that I am incredibly bad and slow at chugging beer. As the chug king of USL 1, reigning and eternal.
U.S. soccer.
Of U.S. soccer. Excuse me. As the reigning...
I will claim that crown.
As the reigning, well, I will say Greg Hurst from Omaha really wanted to get to a chug off with you last year, and we tried to instigate that online, but you didn't bite at all. But what is some beer chugging advice for someone who is very, very bad at chugging and shotgunning beer?
First of all, I'm going to address the Greg Hurst situation. No disrespect for him. I've never seen any sort of evidence, so I'm not going to address challenges that come out of the woodworks until I see something that's worthwhile. Greg, I think you're a hell of a player. In terms of enhancing your abilities, I mean, it's simple. You start with maple syrup.
Can't argue with that.
If you can chug maple syrup, you can chug a beer, I guess. Let me write that one down.
Turbo, I know you got to get going, so I do have one last question.
I got a couple minutes here.
Okay. Out of all the teammates you've had, I have two questions for that. Who has been the most impressive or most talented teammate you've ever played with? And who is the teammate, if you had to do doubles in soccer tennis, who are you picking?
Doubles, not triples.
Doubles.
Yeah, that's an interesting question.
You can do triples as well, but
because I like playing soccer tennis in threes. I think threes is a better number. Really got to be talented here. Now, the first question: most talented player I've played with. Some good candidates, but I'll be honest. I'll probably give a little bit of a surprising answer. But hands down, probably Nazmir Al-Badawi. I do not think that people fully appreciate how good he is. I think a lot of that is because of his selflessness in terms of the team, his willingness to run and defend as a 10. Unrivaled in NASL. And I do not think people realize how much he did for the team. And then, if Nas played like other 10s and said, you know what, I'm not going to do the defensive side of this, how much he could have contributed. That's not who he is, and I think that's a good player. That'd probably be my answer there. In terms of soccer tennis, I'll give you a team that will take on anyone, and they went through a whole season without losing to anyone in the team. I don't think we even lost a set. Brian Shriver, myself, Austin Deleuze.
That's a heavy.
I was going to laugh and say you're not picking
lineup.
Eric. You're not picking Eric Leonard.
And Eric couldn't beat me when I was playing with people not even of the same caliber.
Oh shit!
I mean, and that's no disrespect to the people I was playing with in Madison, but Shrives, like out of Shrives and Deleuze and myself, yeah, I'm the person that's like, I'm the glue that keeps it together. I'm not the one that's carrying the team. That's how good Deleuzer and Shrives are.
All right. That was my last question. I knew I had to ask a soccer tennis question for you, so I appreciate that. Anyone else got any final questions for Turbo?
Nope. Just wish you all the best at Vermont Green, man. Keep up the amazing work.
Make it up there, Yogi. I'll take care of you with some syrup. Get those pancakes rolling.
See, we need Revs 2 to come back just for one game so we can make the road trip.
No, we don't. We don't need that.
I also want 3 points. Why not?
Sir, get OCB. Not Revs. What?
OCB's killing it in MLS next.
I'm playing it smart. I'm going into a League 2 end thing here. That season ends. I'm observing from afar. Late season I'm making a title run.
All right. Perfect. There we go. Heard it here first, folks. Carter, I know you got to go. Thank you once again, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. It's 6:30 where you're at. You have the rest of the day to enjoy life.
Appreciate it, guys.
Yep.
All right.
Thanks so much, Carter.
Yep.
Later.
All right, guys. So that was Connor Tobin. He is Vermont Green through and through. But after that, what do we have next on the docket? Should we go into the jerseys or US Open Cup? Which one should we go?
Jerseys.
We need to talk about this Tormenta jersey, damn it.
Oh, not you clapping like we in the club?
Let's go.
Oh, also, let me turn my fan off because apparently.
Right. Folks, if you were unable to hear Connor Tobin, it is because, let me give her the solo. We're going to put shamer.
That's Kyle, fucker. Not all black people look the same.
Jeez.
Darn it. There we go. Well, today y'all do. It's this person who is living next to an airport and also sounds like she got a helicopter and an ACAT one in her living room. Is it that hot? Well, apparently it is because you got candles and whatnot blowing.
And
see, this is what happens when you on that bullshit. All right. Chip, let's pull up these kits. Let's look at these beautiful design kits, and we're gonna give you our quick thoughts and appeals to them and whatnot.
Gio, you are lying. Let's just go with that. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Hold on. First of all, I want to talk about this Tormenta kit while he's pulling this up. Straight fucking fire.
I don't have that kit in my little folder of kits, so if you could pull that up first, and I'm going to make sure that this isn't like accidentally pull up my W2s.
No,
you don't need that on the show.
No.
I mean, that's some great hashtag content right there.
Your camera really would go black then.
Look, I know you used to work at a CPA firm, but no, you probably should not show your W2 out in public. Just going to throw that out there.
Right. All right, folks. So this is the first kit we have. This is Tormenta's FC's bulk kit.
Oh, now you're just flexing the Dropbox.
we wanted everyone to know that we got this before the announcement went out.
Right. We might cuss a little bit on the show, but we do our work. Okay, these clubs love us, especially Tormenta. All right.
No, this is fantastic. This is excellent work. I am a huge fan of it. I truly appreciate it. I'm trying to decide. It's already sold out, which sucks, but I was like, man, maybe I should get it. Like, I normally don't buy other League One teams, but
We know a guy if you need a guy.
Look, I'm not, I got to support the club. I'm not doing a DH Gate version of this. Okay. No, we can't do that. It's got to be the real thing.
No,
But
that's what I'm saying is we know a guy at the club. We can get you one.
Bolt, where's Bolt in all this? Bolt needs to Bolt.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We sent Bolt 10 stickers. That's good for like getting one kit. Being able to buy one kit.
Look, I don't get anything else.
Kit.
All right.
Let's go.
But no, this is well done by Tormenta. I applaud it. It is very, very, very good.
So is this the same as that like Dortmund lightning bolt looking kit?
Yes, it sort of.
Actually, obviously the colors are different. Yeah, they're Puma. So yeah, it's not because this is Adidas. So yeah, no, it's great. I love it. I think I've mentioned before. I think Tormenta has really great colors. This is a really great look for them, and again, great job by everyone at the Tormenta staff. One, for being able to keep this under wraps and not say anything, because I'm sure this has been burning a hole in their heart to not just drop this like the past 2 months, because that is a very, very handsome kit.
It's a nice kit. I like it. I was kind of concerned on how the number was going to be, but I see they just went with white on the back,
which is smart.
Yeah. You probably had to go. Yeah, white is the right choice for the kit.
So, and I see they got the 4 and the 912 on the back. So yeah, all right, nice looking, like nice. Chip, you are ready to go with the rest of the kits, right?
I am, and so we'll have something out. Hold on one second.
Chip, don't put a time date on anything. The people will get it when they get it.
I was just making sure.
Look, we may have started on time, okay, but not everything can be on time.
Right. No, nothing else. All right.
Perfect.
Here we go.
Works. But we'll have everything out when it comes out. But this is what is available in public at the moment that we have access to. So this first one, this is I believe the Richmond home kit.
Love it.
Wait, what? You like the green kit?
Yes.
I would never
have
guessed.
love it.
I wouldn't have guessed it at all.
I've been fighting for this kit for the last 4 years. You damn right I love it.
I like this kit.
Yeah, I do too.
It's out there. I'm a person of a kit that's out there. I love it. So it's.
I just like that they put legit effort into it.
Yeah.
Like you gotta like that's my rule of kits. You need to put legit effort. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not putting legit effort, don't do it.
Well,
are you saying we did it or we did?
You did.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, my big comment.
I am a fan. I am a fan of it. The retro logo looks good. I mean, we'll get to the Awaken and I'll talk more about that. But yeah, no, green is it's a good shade of green. It looks good. Yeah.
I think my big comment is always with kits is I think anymore people kind of go towards the how do I make my kit look like an energy drink can, and that's like the Fire kit is the one that looks like it's a Bang energy drink. This didn't do that. I think it's really nice that it's such a classic design. I know everyone says clean semi-dismissively as just boring, but I think this is a beautiful kit. It's timeless, and I think it's going to be one of those kits that you see around City Stadium for years to come. It's a beaut.
They're going to sell. These will sell.
Yeah. Oh, no, they already sold out the big boy sizes. I'm on the next shipment.
So you'll get in 3 years.
Yeah, exactly. Trash next.
Yeah, that's garbage.
Why the camo? Like that's just my only question. Why?
Okay, for real, that's
because it was the template. That's why.
I don't mind the gray. Color. I don't mind the gray.
You know who jersey that is? That's our kit from last year, just without the cookie design. That's all it is. Mm-hmm. And so it's black shorts.
I like the light gray. I wish Omaha would use light gray instead of white personally, but I mean, I think this is.
They could have done more with it. That's all I'm saying.
I don't like the design. Just make it a solid gray or like I don't know. Like this is like this camo. Like what are you trying to do? Like are you trying to repeat Jan 6? Like what are we doing here?
Wow.
Well,
next.
I'll just make this comment, and I think this is going to be Charlotte's motto for the year. We could have done more. Shrug emoji.
It fits.
Yeah, it's like,
No.
we could have, but we
I'm telling
didn't.
you, we're saying all of this and watch to see Charlotte be North Texas 2.0.
Should we say what Turbo said in the waiting room about Charlotte?
I mean, yeah,
We'll,
sure.
we'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay, okay.
We're talking rankings, I think.
Here's their other one. And I will say,
I like this.
they did
fun.
not provide pressers of this, so I had to like bootleg this off of their video to get these images. So if they look like shit, and Charlotte, if you're going to complain, it's your own damn fault. You should have had pressers. That's like PR 101. Did we all? I know we were joking about this. Did we ever find out who this young man is? Because I know we were joking about that. They just like found some dude and was like, "Hey man, just put this on."
I did not
let's
put
take some
that. Would have
pictures."
required effort, and that I'm not doing.
I
that.
don't have effort for Charlotte. I'm sorry.
I'll
That's
look it up
hilarious.
now.
That's hilarious because I can really imagine them being like, "Hey, yo, you skinny? Come on."
You look kind of like a soccer player.
Right. We can't have you keep the jersey. We just need you to wear it in the video, and then
We're gonna hold. We're gonna hold on.
Athletic.
Yeah, we're gonna hold on to your
Right.
driver's license. You'll get it back when we get the kids back.
can you play soccer? No. Okay.
Not true. So here's the Tucson monsoon kit,
No.
which I'm not going to call out names. I'm also guilty of this, and I did not know that monsoons were a thing that happened in Tucson. I thought that was like a Southeast Asia kind of thing, but apparently monsoons, or is it monsoon or typhoon?
It's a monsoon.
Monsoon. Yeah, I did not know those happened in Tucson. I thought they didn't get rain. So it's a learning moment for everyone.
Hmm.
I'm
Okay.
just more wondering. I don't mind it. Is Tucson red? Is it red and black now? Those are the colors.
They're
I
any
also
color they
don't
want
get
to
how
be.
it's. I don't get how it's a monsoon.
I don't
Red
know.
and black
Lightning's-
is for a hurricane.
I'm getting more lightning vibes,
Yeah,
like than monsoon. But I mean, I do like the red and black. Don't get me wrong. I like that. It's just, I don't know. It looks weird with the badge on it.
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe so.
If the
What-
badge was in like a monochromatic, like just like a simple like black or just like black and white, I think
like
this
the
would work.
outline.
Okay, I think that's my thing. I think it's throwing me off because of like when you think Tucson, you think like that sand brown and that blue and hints of red, but I don't know.
Mhm.
I'm not going to speak bad about Tucson because they're definitely coming on the show on Monday.
Yeah. Well,
We're not talking bad about it. It's
We're just-
like I said,
we're
I like that
critiquing
they
them.
put in the effort. I like
Yeah.
the effort they put in. I like that this is different than everything they've had in the past.
Yeah, no,
Mhm.
it's not a bad kit. It's only
The
bad
logo
because it's
actually works
Pumas,
really
and I know
well.
that it fits like a
Mhm.
medium on me.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I think that's something we can talk about them as well, is like kind of what is their brand identity, because they've used like they were like mostly like a black team last year, and now they're a red and black
Wait.
team.
Chill. Did you say they were mostly a black team?
The color of their jersey.
That was just funny.
Like I get that they had Shaq Adams, but I don't know if we could go that far.
Phrasing. They use black as
sir.
the primary color of their jersey, and now this is like a red jersey, I would say. So it's there's at least red on their crest. There was no black on the crest besides the wording, so I always thought that was kind of a weird like choice. But anyways,
I applaud. I applaud Tucson's effort.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will give him that.
you know,
I
and
don't
will
get
say
the
that-
monsoon concept, and that looks like lightning, but otherwise, good. Thank you for trying.
Yeah, and it's really hard to talk too much shit on them for trying when a lot of other teams didn't.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is the
What are the
Fuego
teams that
away.
didn't try?
Yeah, well, this
they
one
gave
is.
them a template, and it was like, yes.
I do like the red, white, and green colors. I thought this was going to work a lot better if they went with kind of this like color green as like the third kit, so then they could kind of mix and match it. Kind of works with their identity with the large population of Mexican Americans in the Fresno area, and I thought that'd be really cool from branding. We'll see in a second. They did not do that, but you know, I don't know. It's a white kit with green and red trim. I don't know what else
I
there is to
get
say
what
about
they're
it.
trying to target at is like the Mexican American, like the
Mhm.
Latin heritage. I like that. It's just
Don't show it the
plain.
white shorts then.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just plain.
Yo,
Give
not
me
mayo with
green-
some chives.
Oh no.
No.
Oh
Some mayo with chives. Wow.
Oh.
That's so mean, but it's so accurate.
That is now known as the mayo kit. Next
Man.
picture.
So this is the mountains around Fred. This is supposed to be the mountains.
That's a little bit better.
It's
Yeah.
just a V. It's just a V.
So honestly,
We didn't say they get an A for effort, Ab. We said it was a nice try. Okay.
and maybe I'm exposing.
We got to curb
my-
grades around here, like my student. We got to
Yeah.
curb grades. I'm still gonna
Maybe-
fail him, but he doesn't know that.
And maybe if I'm just showing my lack of knowledge about the Tucson area, but this almost looks like a Tucson kit, though, with the red and the black and the mountains and stuff. It's like, oh yeah, Tucson, like that makes sense. But this is, you know, it's non-offensive. It's a good kit. It makes sense for what they're going for. Like,
It's whatever. Yeah.
The same thing I'm telling Fuego, I'm telling NCFC, you have a third color, use it. Because NCFC doesn't use red, and they're
about to.
and they are not using fucking green. I'm upset.
So
Give me
okay.
open cup red.
if this is
so I'm
the
not gonna
third
lie.
kit, I get the first comment on this third kit because I have something to say about it.
That kit, this red kit, if they would have done that with green shorts,
Oh yes.
that would have looked nice.
hmm
That would have looked nice if they did it with green shorts.
Yeah.
Next.
Perfect.
Oh,
Okay. I get first comment on this one. I've been thinking about this all day. So I like this kit until I saw one of these like little TikToks or whatever the hell they're called, like the short videos. Man, I sound old saying that. And it was like some corny like cruise ship bartender pouring like fireball shots who just looked like corny as hell. He was wearing like literally this shirt. And so now I'm just like, I'm out on this shirt. I thought it was
I
cool,
love
but now
it.
I'm out.
I'm gonna tell you why I hate this shirt. As a bigger man that's over,
Oh, yeah.
300 plus, I wear this shirt. I can already tell it's tight. Look at his arms. Them arms suffocating for air. I can already tell it. I wear this shirt. It looks like a training bra on me, and it situates like the chest area, and I don't like it.
I
don't
just
like it.
it
You look
looks
like the
more like
Michelin
a polo, like a polo player would wear it.
Mhm.
Like he's gonna be running around the horse with his little mallet and hitting shit.
Mhm.
Like that's what
I
I'm
mean-
getting from this.
I'm
So,
a Waldo.
Where's
fan.
the
I love
red?
the Waldo
There needs
kid.
to be red.
Yeah, so that's my comment. So I can draw on this because I have control. So fuck you guys. But if you put like a little red line, like right there in between the green and the black, I think that'd be pretty sharp. Just
yeah,
to
it just breaks it up. It just looks like blocks right now.
right. Or if you like did some stuff where it was like all green up here, then went black, white, green, white, black, or whatever, that'd look better. But just doing kind of the equal shape, it's fine, but it's just not great.
You can tell
Literally,
this is a first-year club.
literally, someone said the same thing as you at the same time.
Great minds think alike, I guess.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know.
All right, so I love a Waldo kit. I want it. Me and Dave are on the same page. It should be the USA kit for life. But
Yes.
I don't. It's either,
Waldo and Centennial. Those need to be the two main kits.
I'm saying if you're gonna do a Waldo kit, it cannot be like this. If you're gonna use 3 different colors, you got to make the bomb pop. Because the bomb pop was good too. This is just too much. Like it's too many
Mhm.
colors happening all at once, so you don't know where to really look.
Yeah.
Like I don't like it.
All right, next kit. What we got?
I'll go last on this one.
I was gonna go last because I'm gonna be
Oh.
very
Well,
biased
I got
about it.
something to say. Y'all look like fucking Dortmund that got stuck in the dryer. It does. That kit looks like Fire Nord. Fire Nord kits, they look
Feyenoord.
just like it.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
I don't like. I'm
I don't
not.
have
I'm,
a problem with it. It's a nice kit. I think
Yeah.
y'all played it safe normally than how y'all usually do, but
that part.
It's
I'm
not
like,
bad,
this
it's
is
fine.
not. This is not like your out of the box normal kit that you see with Madison. Like it's
I
a
see
good
what you're
kit,
saying now
but
with the Fire Nord side of it. I do see what you're saying.
yeah, it's Fire Nord.
So I'm actually going to say something nice about it, then I'm going to say something maybe not as nice. I think that it's a great kit. I like how they showed a lot of restraint with this kit as opposed to some of their other ones. My biggest note is that I wish the pink was a little bit softer instead of the Pepto-Bismol pink, just because I think it's a little bit too much contrast with the white. That being said, the comment I've made about this kit is it looks like another team in the league tried to create a Forward Madison kit for themselves instead of Forward Madison making a kit. It's like what someone would think Forward Madison would do as opposed to like kind of what they would do. It's kind of, I get what they're doing, but it's kind of boring for them, which
I totally get what you're saying. Because the Tormenta kit is what people would expect y'all away kit to be. And this kit is what I would expect Tormenta kit to be.
Right.
Like if you just switch the badges on them, I would not know the difference.
Right. You'd be like, oh yeah, these make sense as kits for those teams.
Yeah.
It's just very safe for Madison.
Like I said, I am biased. I like them. It's much better in person. I will also say that. I really like how they look in person in like actual pictures other than this. I do like how I like the sleeves. I think that's my favorite part is the sleeves alternating with the collar. So I do like the alternation of it. So that is what I'm saying. I'm going to be biased though.
That's all. Trash. Next.
That was last year's. I still love it. I'm glad that they put the darker blue for the sleeves. But yeah, this was last year's.
Not bad at all. This sticker looks like they stuck the Dreamville sticker over their normal sponsor, and then like after the festival, they're gonna rip it off, and it's just gonna be like Optimilk.
And that's what I was gonna say. If you're gonna go with a plain white, you better put a damn good logo on it, and they did that.
Yes, they did.
If it wasn't for the logo, this would be an F, but it's a cool logo and a cool sponsor, so it's probably more of like a B or C.
I'm gonna give it a B plus. It's a white kit, but it's got color, and when you have all that color, you can really only put that on either a solid white or a solid black. Yeah. And it's an away kit, so it's got to be solid white. Yeah. So,
if you're gonna have a plain white, better have a good sponsor logo, and that is as good as you can make it.
Right.
I mean, really, all you could do to make it better is like play with the collars and then the trim and make it like that same flower pattern or something. But there's not really much else you can do with that.
Yeah, it's mid. Next, trash. Next,
trash. Next.
There's a star. I will
get the.
And this is Who Gives a Hoot.
I'll bet all of us all said it collectively one time. Get the fuck. Hey,
look, congrats on the star. Good job. It's still the sky blue kit from 2 years prior.
Yeah.
I didn't like that kit.
Put effort.
In fairness, I thought there was a little thin blue stripe there, but maybe that's gone.
I don't know. Maybe they took it out to put the star in. They had to save budget cuts. I don't know.
Like, hey guys, this is Nike. Do you want the star or the thin blue line?
You don't get both.
And I can imagine Peter like, the blue line is sexy though.
I don't know.
Sexy though.
This is
mid.
This is Phoenix's kit. It's
It's whatever. Like again,
they played it safe. They played it safe.
Well, let's flip it around on you. This is Richmond's kit, but it's white.
Yeah, low key. That's all it is. It's Richmond's kit just in white.
I think this is what detracts from the kit.
The thing I want Chattanooga to do is I would really love it if they didn't use the badge on their kits and just like
the wolf.
Yeah. Or just, something a little bit smaller that's not like this huge crest that's just sitting there. Like if they had like a secondary logo, like use that.
Just use the wolf.
Yeah,
probably.
Like just get rid of the shield part and just have the wolf, and it would be better. Yeah. I mean, it's whatever. I'm not blown away.
Played it safe.
Yeah.
And also, there's a difference between red and cinnamon. Chattanooga is cinnamon. I'm tired of y'all saying, "Oh, we're red." Cinnamon.
Cinnamon's an upcharge in Jersey cost, I'm sure.
Again, distribution was like, you get red. You ain't getting cinnamon on time.
Just want to put that out there. Cinnamon.
Trash.
Garbage.
I am a big fan of this one. I like
This is a
more than
really good
green.
one.
I like this more than a green.
I like both of them. I think
takes the retro. It takes the retro logo and really makes it seem more makes it seem like it's now. Like you could have had this now. You could have this 10 years ago. You could have this 20 years. It still works with that logo. If they had just done like the original, like the current Kickers logo, I would hate it. But they used the old school to kind of make it work. I like it. I like the diagonal stripe. Yeah.
The thing with this kit, and I hope they really do it, is you take the blue shorts and pair it with the green. With this one, you can do white, blue, or red.
Right.
Right.
And I think it will work either way.
Yeah.
The only thing that's sad is that we don't have a red kit, but that might be the third kit this year.
Yeah. I think overall Richmond has put together like the best like portfolio of kits that we've seen in a while in the league, which is nice because they've kind of done it without being too crazy.
Revs and Arsenal had a baby.
Pretty much. Pretty much. That's what happened.
Cool. Well, that has been us stalling for our next guest to come on the show.
Who's been patiently waiting for us.